And once again, welcome everybody to Waffle Board Breaks Sunday night double box break from the eBay spots. All of our spots were actually won today, and they're all paid for except for obviously some automatic pays. But that's good. You guys are ready to roll. I'm sure you're excited. We had it was a pretty kind of like crowd. I think we had 10 different people. Obviously, you only have 25 spots, so it's a little tougher to go around, especially if you win multiples. So we had 10 different winners today. Only missing a couple of our regulars, obviously. No Shirley, Mike 8 today. No Ron. Some of our other regulars, but it's a pretty good crowd. Obviously, we have Adam H in tonight, Nick G, Big Al, James M, CK, Ryan S, our Sunday regular, Jason M. He's got his spots. Thomas M has a spot, and Anthony C has a spot. Mike H has a spot. So what's up? Yes, everything was sold, Dale. As we get down to like the last couple Sundays, it's tougher to. There's not too many. Actually, last week I was surprised. We had a couple unsold, but today every spot was bid on and ended in paid. So, yeah, unfortunately, nothing to grab for you this week. I'll definitely look for you Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday and Thursday, the last boxes, Facebook claim boxes before the reload goes in. I posted all the pictures. Hope you guys have a chance to check them out. Of course, at the end of the week, we'll do the boxing up video, and you'll be able to see them in the bags before I seal them up. I haven't even started building my boxes yet. I'll probably do that maybe tonight. I got a lot to do tonight because I got to enter in we're actually adding 17 spots, but 16 boxes. So there will be a double box in this reload. So you got 17 jerseys going into 16 boxes. We'll be down to 21 after Thursday. So it'll be 37, but I think I obviously have to enter in 39 spots because we'll be ending what hits Tuesday and Thursday. So last 4 boxes before the reload. Today's a double box. I'm sure you guys are very excited. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to see what comes out tonight. Some big monsters still to get hit. And like I said, you guys did a good job grabbing your regular spots as well as branching out, grabbing some other spots. And, some of you guys, no abs. Yeah, there is an ab. There's a, former ab. I mean, he was traded twice last year. Rantanen is in the reload. Mikko Rantanen, Colorado Avalanche, really nice Adidas. Make sure you check out the Facebook page and you can browse that, but you'll see obviously when I box them up and you'll see that. But that's the only current, actually he's a former ad, but it's an Avalanche Adidas, the maroon home jersey. So that's the Mikko Rantanen is going in. I love Rants. That's the exact same jersey I have. So that is going to be in this reload. See if there's any other abs or even current abs. No, it's a pretty good crowd. Obviously, we have some former number 1 overall picks in this reload. We got some Stanley Cup champions in this reload. The Vasilevsky that's coming back is a white Fanatics. We had the blue with the Stanley Cup patch. Adidas was hit a while ago, but that was in there forever. But I do have a Vasilevsky white Fanatics, really nice one going in. John Carlson. He's one of those Hall of Very Goods. I don't know if he's going to make the Hall of Fame, but he's long-time point-scoring defenseman for the Caps, obviously Stanley Cup champion. Darcy Tucker Leafs Reebok is going back in. We got Robert Thomas, St. Louis Blues, Fanatics Prime. Actually, we got 2 Fanatics Prime going in. Nico Hischier is a Fanatics Prime. Devils, captain of the Devils. The Keandre Miller, now a Carolina Hurricanes. That is a Fanatics reverse retro Lady Liberty New York Ranger jersey, which is really cool. I was glad to scoop that up. Obviously, he's a former Ranger, but it's a really cool jersey, and obviously he's counting on putting up some numbers down there in Carolina. So we'll see how that goes. Speaking of Rangers, former number 1 overall pick, Alex Lafreniere, white Adidas, Upper Deck authenticated. That's a really nice Lafreniere. What else is going in there? We got Georgie's back in, the Rangers jersey at the Fanatics. Seth Jones, Nashville Reebok is back in. Dylan Strome, absolutely gorgeous. Erie Otters, CHL, CCM, Junior's jersey, the yellow. That's real cool. Obviously, he's now starring. Oh yeah, I know you know Facebook, but you watch the video when the boxing up video at the end of the week, you'll see the rant. So then you should be able to browse Facebook without even joining. So if you just go to the search Waffleboard Breaks, you can get to the page because it's not a group that you got to join. You can go just Google Waffleboard Breaks Facebook page and it'll come up. So unless you have a way to inhibit you even Googling it, you should be able to get to the page because it's just a page. It's not a group. There's no way to join. You can just like the page and you can browse the pictures. I post always the videos there. Of course, I post the videos on YouTube as well. So definitely check that out. I mean, like you said, it's just a chance to check out the pictures. They're always posted there. Like I said, you don't got to join Dale. You can always check out the Facebook page unless you have a security inhibitor that prevents you from. I know some people at work are unable to browse Facebook, but unless you have one at home, you should be able to browse the Facebook and then check out the pictures. But the video we posted up at the end of the week, obviously the abs. I said that Reach Ranton is going in there. Some nice Tuvo Teravainen, Reebok Carolina Hurricanes going in. Eric Stahl, number 2 overall pick. Buffalo Sabres fanatic is going in. Brady Tkachuk, Ottawa Senators, Adidas black with the C. That's nice. That's going in there. The Matt Murray, Ottawa Senators fanatics. Wasn't there real long. He's obviously a Stanley Cup champion. Jake Gensel, Adidas alt, similar to the one that's in the boxes right now with the Jari, similar with the diagonal Pittsburgh down the front. It's also an Adidas alt, just like the Jari. So those are both Adidas alt Pittsburgh Penguins. So that's in there. Larry Murphy, Hall of Famer Larry Murphy, Pittsburgh Penguins, Stanley Cup champion. He won back-to-back Stanley Cups with both Pittsburgh and Detroit. So 2-time back-to-back Stanley Cup champion, Hall of Famer Larry Murphy. Obviously, he played in an era of Lidstrom and Bork and stuff, and he wasn't able to get the accolades, the hardware, but his numbers were absolutely amazing over, I think, a 20-year career. So nice to see that, Larry Murphy. You don't see tons of Larry Murphys out there, so they don't pop up very often. So glad to get that in there. So it's like I said, it's got a little bit of everything. Lots of new players, small players, Hall of Famers, number 1 overall picks, number 2 overall picks. It's pretty good mix. So I hope you guys are happy with that. Those spots will go live on eBay Tuesday. I'll enter them in. So we'll be breaking that next Sunday. Will be the first break with those reload jerseys. But until then, we got 2 tonight, which are going to be action-packed. I can't wait to see what comes out tonight. And, of course, Tuesday and Thursday, I was working on the spot price preview. There are some are not changing. There most others maybe the buck up or at the most, but I was good with last week's spot price preview, and obviously after losing 4 jerseys from that, including the 2 tonight, you got to make up a little bit of it. But definitely doing you guys right for the last couple boxes before the reload. I mean, it's insane odds. We'll be down to 23 and today or Tuesday, and then 22 on Thursday. So you're not going to find better odds for stated names, fully licensed jerseys, of course, other than the Howe, which doesn't matter because he's one of the greatest players of all time, and that's a legit signed Howe. Just a very nice custom back when he was still alive. They took a little more care to her customs, so it even has a logo on the front, even though it's a one piece, similar to Fanatics. It's kind of like getting the Fanatics current Red Wings Fanatics. It just has the one piece logo on the front, but it does have the spoked wheel Red Wings logo and Gordie Howe when he actually still had a little penmanship left before. I mean, at the end of his days, his penmanship got a little shoddy. In fact, even the one I have in my PC is on a Reebok, and it's not as nice as this one. This one's a little bit nicer. I don't know how much time he was taking doing the signing. It's from years ago, but it's a pretty nice Howe auto. So we'll see what comes out tonight. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what comes out. All the jerseys, we have them. I got 21 boxes on the table. I kept all the old stuff on the left side. We now have What do we got? 6 boxes on the left. The first two, the bottom two are from the first week of June. So the top 4 are the only boxes we have before June. We have like the February, and there's a March, I believe. February, March, and then 2 May, and then the 2 early June. Of course, and we have only 6 more from the late June. So we only have those 8 boxes from June, and then the 4 boxes before June. And then, of course, we still have a good chunk from this last reload. 13 of the 25 boxes are from the last reload. So, like I said, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited to see if anyone wants to stop by. I don't want to jump too early, but like I said, a lot of people watching in delay. I know everybody's Sundays are pretty busy, so I'm not going to wait too long because obviously this is recording and everybody can watch it after leisure. So if you're here, definitely give a shout out. I know Dale doesn't have any spots, but I'd like to see if anybody's actually here live to hit. Of course, like I said, we have 10 different people in the break tonight with 25 spots, and 24 spots will be our 2 randoms. I'm excited. Like I said, kid, no matter what comes out, I'm going to be happy for whoever hits. These are some absolutely beautiful jerseys that are in there, including the older 4 ones. Nothing's old anymore, but the older 4, and then including the 8 from June, and then of course the 13 from the last reload. What up, Adam R? Adam R's got spots. Adam R's ready to hit. Adam R might hit both. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, we do have people in line with multiple spots. Adam R is one with multiples. Big Al has multiples. CK, who else? Jason M has multiples. Ryan S, I believe. No, it's Ryan S only have 1. Ryan S has multiples. Nick G's got multiples. So we got about 5 or 6 of you guys have multiple spots, so you have a chance to hit both boxes. Like I said, it's happened before. It may happen again. Like I said, I'm never going to deny anybody hitting twice. You guys buy your spots and claim your spots and win your bid. So what's up, Thomas M? I know you got a spot, just 1 spot, right, Thomas? So 1 in 25, 1 in 24, your odds tonight. But good luck. We've had 1 hitters. I think Nick F last week in Facebook. I think he had a 1 spotter and he hit his jersey. That was the Patrick Marlowe. And everything that was hit before today is in the mail already. I dropped off everything early Saturday, so you guys should be receiving them by middle of the week at the latest. I'm working next 2 days, but I'll be back here on Tuesday. So hopefully I get everything done tonight. That I don't have to worry about it over the next couple of days. And then we're ready to get back here on Tuesday and Thursday. Same spot prices for both of those 2 breaks. So I'm not going to, no matter what hits tonight, obviously it'll affect the spot prices. Well, I'm going to pretty much done on, but whatever hits on Tuesday won't affect the spot prices on Thursday. So you guys are good about those 2 boxes. So we'll get to them. Like I said, we have, a lot of the same people, couple different people here on Tuesday and Thursday. And of course, no Ryan S probably. And then obviously even Shirley McGee's not here. So he won't be here as well. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm excited. Can't wait to see what comes out tonight. We get to this odds. It's like, it's so exciting. So we'll see how we're going. Been slow news in hockey. Obviously, a couple of people last week or so have been signing over in the KHL. People have left and signed over there that were, semi long-term NHLers have taken contracts. I know there's a Chinese-based KHL team. We saw some couple former NHLers sign over there. I think Adam Glendening, I think Burmistrov, who played for a while, obviously, with several different teams. He actually played with the Atlanta Thrashers, I think is where he started, but he was a Winnipeg Jet at one point in time. But yeah, so there were some minor moves this year, nothing major. There's still some big names either talking trade or talking there's still a couple free agents down before camp goes. But like I said, I was watching, yesterday I was watching a tape recording of the junior championship that the USA won in overtime. I'm like, this I think is an old game. So I ended up watching that. I knew the goals were going to come at the end of the second period. So I saw the 2 USA goals where they tied it. I didn't stick around to watch the overtime winner. So I was doing other stuff. But like I said, we're starving for hockey. So even old games on NHL Network are worth tuning in if you have a chance and you catch something that you want to see some highlights. But I was like, let me see when the goals are. And I was like, oh, I'm going to catch a couple USA goals. So that was kind of fun. So, but other than that, like I said, without further ado, let's get going. We got 2 boxes to do. We got 2 jerseys. If anybody didn't hear earlier, I'm adding a double box in this reload. So 17 jerseys are going to go up on eBay, 17 new jerseys. It's going to be 16 boxes. So 21 will be down to 21 after Thursday. So we're only going to go back up 37 for next Sunday. We'll be back to 35 after Sunday. So just like that, we're back into the mid-30s. So there we are. The pictures are on Facebook. The boxing up video will be at the end of the week. But if you have any questions, you guys want any more specifics about the jerseys, let me know. But the pictures are pretty good, and they're all posted right now on Facebook. So browse at your leisure. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. So let's get going. Let me get my randoms up. Let's get going. Okay, here we go. Of course, we do 5 or more. 5 or more in a dice roll. Where's my sage? In my channel here live. Okay, there we go. So 5 or more in our dice roll, of course, and then we're going to see which box we're going to get. We're going to back that box out after we hit the first box, and then we'll do 5 or more on the second dice roll for the second box. So here's all the boxes, like in the order. Let you know, single box runs 50 and 30 and 53 are single box runs. Then we have the 2 from That's I believe that's February and March. And then the May boxes are 81, 86, 93, and 96 are the beginning of June. 16 through 32, I believe, are from the end of June. 33 through 49, 13 boxes from the July reload. So this will be the August reload, which will go in for next Sunday. So good luck, everybody. Let's see. 25 boxes and then 24 boxes. So 5 or more on a dice roll for the first box. Let's do it. Good luck, everybody. 6 times. 6 times our list. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. 6 times. Box number 1. 25 boxes. Box number 2. Box number 1. Box number 1. 3 times. 4. 5. And the box we're going to open first is going to be box number 30. 30 it is. 30, 25 boxes, 6 times. Box 30. 30 it is. Where's box 30? Box 30. Oh, box 30. Okay, let's back that out. Box 30 it is. Box 30. Boom. No, stop. Okay. 5 or more on a dice roll. 4 is no good. 5 or more on a dice roll. 7. Those common dice roll. Here's our boxes in order again. 7. Let's do it. 1. 24 boxes. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And the second box, good luck, everybody, is going to be box number 29. What, 29 and 30? That's not possible. 29, 7 times. Box 29, even though they're not even next to each other. They're back-to-back numbers, but they're completely different runs. Box 30, box 29. Okay. There it is, 7 times, 24 boxes, box 29. Let me back that out so we have that gone from the list. Okay, let's get down to 25 for Tuesday. Okay. Is that my guy? That is your guy. Box 30. And box 29 has got the sticker on it, of course. Box 29 and box 30. Let me see. Where's my list again? There it is. So it said the randomizer has done well for us lately. I mean, it's been a long time with some of these old jerseys sitting there forever. You know, the Jake Gensel was in there forever. Obviously, we took forever to hit some of these jerseys. The Hellebuck took a long time, the older one. Obviously, the Vasilevsky took forever. But here we are hitting boxes 30 and 29. That's just absolutely hysterical. There we go. Box 30. Without further ado, let's get this one over. Just show it. There you go. Box 30. Box 30. Making sure who's got a little bit of dust on it. Box 30. There it is. All-Star Game. Jack Campbell, the goalie. Kojo Sports COA. There it is. Like I said, the Sebastian Aho was the same year. They're on the same team. Both white, 2022. Jack Campbell, 2022 All-Star Game, Fanatics jersey. I don't know what the Campbell is. The Aho might be a Fanatics COA, but the Jack Campbell is a Kojo's COA white All-Star Game jersey. There it is. Jack Campbell. There's the SIG. Got the stars on the sleeves. 36. Jack Campbell with the NHL crest on the front. There it is. Fanatics jersey. Jack Campbell, a white All-Star Game. The silver paint pen shows up really nicely on the white number. There it is. Soupy Jack Campbell. One of the Campbells. One of the Soupies. There it is. Campbell. Congratulations, Adam. I know you've been chasing that. A couple people actually had that as a target for a while, and I know you've been pretty good chasing that. So there it is. Finally comes through. Stick-to-itiveness. The randomizer has shined on you tonight. Stick-to-itiveness. Jack Campbell comes out to play. Congratulations. Tough to really see. That's actually the maroon. Actually, you can see on the camera. Maroon, black, and then there's dark red on the striping on that. Jack Campbell, I said just like the Aho's, the exact same team. So there we go. And let's see. 29 is going to be a little more of a mystery. 29 it is. 29. Let's see who's in line here. Let me look. It's a little bit. Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell comes out. Box 30. Box 29. This reload, we've been hitting this reload hard. Let's see what we got. Okay. A couple different people in this run. See what we got. Good luck, everybody. Box 29. Here we go. Box 29. What do you got for us? Box 29 is going to be nice one. Another nice one. This has got first season pass as well. This is Donato. Ryan Donato. Seattle Kraken. I am now out of Kraken jerseys. Krakens are all gone. I don't have a Kraken coming in. So I got the hunt for Krakens. I know you guys like the new stuff. So there it is. Seattle Kraken, Adidas Pro, Seattle Kraken. First Kraken goal, insignia 10, or inscription 10-12-21. Ryan Donato, silver paint pen, Fanatics COA. Nice inscription. First ever Kraken goal. Also with the, I believe, inaugural season Kraken patch. Like these are going to be, like I said, they're starting to be less and less showing up even on the secondary market. But there it is. Obviously, fight strapped up. Very, very nice one. Donato, Adidas, Fanatics, with the inscription, first Kraken goal. And there it is. the inaugural season patch, 21-22 season. Not going to see them anymore. There it is, the big S with the red eye. Seattle Kraken. Obviously Kraken in the collar. Got the anchor patches on the sleeves, both sleeves. Number 9. Ryan Donato, Seattle Kraken with first Kraken goal inscription with inaugural season patches. Nice Adidas, Ryan Donato. There we go. Congratulations. Who is that? That is a Nick G hit. Congratulations, Nick G, stepping in, grabbing that. I don't know if you're bidding for you or you're bidding for Carl. Like I said, I know you're winning the spots. I didn't see any Carl spots tonight. So congratulations to you. I don't know if you're going to hold that over Carl, if you won that for yourself, but very, very nice. Congratulations to Adam R. on the Campbell. Congratulations to Nick G on the Donato. Very, very nice. Congratulations, both you guys. Thank you very much for involving yourselves in the waffle board breaks. I'm sorry for everybody that did not hit, but now on Facebook on Tuesday and Thursday, we've got Absolute Insanity 1 in 20, 1 in 23, and 1 in 22 will be our Tuesday and Thursday boxes. So very, very nice. Yes, congratulations, Nick, on the Donato. I know you've been out for a while, and then as nice you stepped in, grabbed the spots tonight. You guys were rewarded for coming up large. Both of you, Nick and Adam, grabbed a lot of spots tonight, and it's nice to hit. You know, your longtime target, Adam. Nice to see the Campbell come home to you, and very nice. I said, I know, you know, both Carl and Nick, you guys are buddies too. So like, I'm not sure if you're bidding it for him or if you're bidding, you know, just to have it, but that's a real nice Adidas white, you know, away with the first Kraken inscription. That's just a really nice. Like I said, I always look. I don't see them very often anymore, especially with the inaugural season patches. I would always grab them if I see them. They become, like I said, in my searches, I have not seen one in months. So hopefully, as we get closer to the season, maybe I'll be able to grab some. But now that we're, you know, a couple seasons past their inaugural season, you know, we're going to start seeing more, I believe, of the Utah stuff, especially since they're changing their jersey after having them, you know, the full season with that inaugural UHC. Like I said, I've seen a couple of those. I know East Coast had some in their boxes. Big Al, I think, has his bunch because that's his home team now. But yeah, like I said, I haven't seen a lot of them in the secondary market, and I have a couple. I've seen a couple, but I haven't been able to grab one for myself. But I'll keep an eye out for them for you guys. Like I said, I'm always looking for good stuff to get into the boxes. Hope you guys are happy with what the pictures are up for the reload because it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to doing the work on my end, getting these ready for you. We still got 2 amazing boxes to hit Tuesday and Thursday, so we'll see what comes out. A lot of huge monsters still in there. We've been clearing out that second to last reload. We still have 13 of the 23 boxes are from the last reload. So some huge names in there. We'll see if we can hit one or both before the end of the week. But right now, everything's going to go up on Facebook to end on Sunday. So, you know, obviously, if it hits Tuesday or Thursday, I'll have to end the spots. But everything's still going to be up there for Tuesday and Thursday, and we'll see what comes out and before the reload gets in there. But thank you much, everybody. I'll let you guys back to your regular lives, and I will get working, get ready on eBay, and I'll get the spot price preview up before the end of the night. So thank you very much. Waffle Breaks loves all your continued supports, and I can't wait to see you guys back here Tuesday and Thursday. It's going to be fun. So thank you much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your night. Take care. Waffle Breaks is out of here.